But yes, this is definitely still my only train. Okay. Let's see about... Okay, so we can't go to those. That's pretty much the end of them. Let's do the southern line first. We discovered beehives. And in order to do the Western Australia road fix, we need to complete a place called Bunbury, which requires a lot of things, including 100 tons of meat pie. Look, when you're Australian, 100 tons of meat pie is no joke. But we do have access to beehives. We, of course, don't have access to crates yet, but I suspect we're going to get access to crates at some point. Alright, that's the end of that. Oh, is that it? Huh, surprised there isn't rail all the way up here. I don't really know about the western seaboard of Australia, so me being unfamiliar with things is not super surprising. So that might be almost all of the rail. I think we haven't gone up north, though. I don't imagine we're going to find a whole heck of a lot up north, but I'm willing to give it a shot. What? Yeah, I was like, how do we get access to the port of Headland? Alright. So you have to bribe the mayor to leave. Yeah, it's basically what needs to happen. So we unlocked the port of Headland when we got to the coast and we saw these port lines. Yeah, I'm really interested in the port stuff. So I'll have to take a look at that at some future point. Alright, let's zoom in on you. We unlocked a road south. I don't suppose we're going to find a whole lot here, but you never know, so... I'm also going to travel around to finish this road as well. Queensland Road fix. Okay. I'll have a look at that in just a second, because that might be another thing that we can do. The Great Ocean Road Chocolate and Ice Creamery. Okay. Do I want to tackle the Great Ocean Road? Probably. Yeah. Let's get the limestone sorted. Let's go up and have a look at our truck. Alright, so Stanthorpe, Australia. If we can complete that, that's great. Where is Stanthorpe? There it is. And now, Stanthorpe looks like it might be one of the places that we're due to go next. And I say that because, with the exception of tomatoes, which I haven't seen, doesn't mean that we don't have them. I just haven't noticed it. We've got lettuce, we've got fertilizer, we've got iron ore, and we've got steel. So, that seems to be sort of the next thing that it wants us to do. Let us have a look for tomatoes. Yep, we do have access to tomatoes. And tomatoes are just going to require fertilizer, the same as everything else. Let's get you to deliver some fertilizer. Hopefully that changed you. I don't know. Might not have changed it. Doesn't look like it. Okay, let us continue exploring up north. My gosh, Australia is a big country. No vehicle access, really. Okay. What's this one that I see up here? Don't know. We've access to chickens. I don't know how it has no vehicle access. Surely you just... Ah, okay, there's this tiny piece of roadwork here. Okay. Game. Alright. Continue on that path. Alright, we need... I've already forgotten. I need you to deliver to here. No. To here. Yes. Please go and pick up a full load of fertilizer. It's going to take a long time for the fertilizer to rack up, which is one of the downsides of this and why I wanted to level it up as soon as I could. But as you can see, no crates. And even if we did, no planks for said crates. So... Alright. So I might be sort of going on a wild goose chase going throughout Victoria at this point. I didn't assume that it was the natural progression. I just knew that we had the access to the area, so I wanted to get it done. But it might be why we're not finding the things that I expected to find in Victoria, which was more roadwork unlock material. Because we may need to go and do Queensland instead. I'm trying to decide whether or not I want to just sort of brute force my way along this though. Well, we're stuck there. That requires asphalt. And that requires oil. Okay. So it's going to be back to doing this woodwork. Actually, we can't do that because it's... I don't want to give up. I'm not a giving up kind of person. Let's go do 2 loads of sand and continue. Because if we can get to this border and we've discovered all we can from Victoria, then that'll be good for us. Yep, you're complaining because you don't have a full load of fertilizer. That's fine. Why don't you go deliver the amount of fertilizer you currently have? That'll probably get enough for the tomatoes that we need. So that'll be good. And actually what we haven't looked at is the train. Okay, it looks like the train path is done down south. There's a Sydney route that we haven't done yet, although I don't suspect it'll get us anything. Oh, so much stuff. And doing this with a one-time speed truck is painful. Okay, Coffs Harbour producing bananas. That makes a lot of sense. I'm going to get so surprised by what exists in a sheep farm as well. Excellent. Where's that? Armidale, Australia. Armidale, you say? I'll pretend like I know. There we go. Here's Armidale. Do we have access to Armidale? It kind of looks like we do. I don't know if we have oats, but if we do, this might be a better fertilizer output than what we're currently using. Let me see. We do have access to oats. Alright. When our fast B double has done its next thing, I'll get it to come up here and start on this. With all these industries that we're finding along the way, it's like, okay, clearly this is where we should be going. Because we're not finding many... the industries that we're finding in Victoria are quite complex. They are non-simple industries, so... And they are requiring 2 loads, which makes me think that what they're really wanting is the next truck up from where I am, which is the one that requires the express routes. So, yes. Free now, 3 months of Discord Nitro. Okay, sure game. Alright, okay, I'm just going to keep Armadale up on the screen whilst I continue exploring over here. Alright, we discovered a cattle ranch, that's nice. We've been needing cattle for a couple of things, so discovering a cattle ranch is a good thing. And we've hit yet another block of roadworks, but the roadworks that we've faced are border roadworks. This is the South Australian border, so I don't mind stopping at this point, and in fact these are locked. So South Australia is currently locked, and we don't know what we need to do to unlock it. Yeah. The only roads we haven't really looked at are kind of up north here, and it doesn't look like we have a path to that. Is there any use of the 500 hours? Yeah, I don't like them. I wonder if there's a way to turn them off. Yeah, there kind of isn't, is there? Because it is getting insane, right? Let's do a Google. It's always potentially disastrous when I have logistical game errors. Disable. No. This isn't as well known a game as... But yes, it does seem like maybe I've pressed something weird. Because I didn't actually realize how bad the arrows I'm getting, but they're basically everywhere. Oh, I know where they are. They're on every roadwork. Which is really frustrating, actually, because there's so many darn roadworks. Yeah. I might have pressed something, potentially. Oh, there is a Find Towns button. Nice. Filter map objects. It's a player heat map. Okay. Okay, current game summary map. 250 total regions, 6 complete downs, 0% complete. Yeah. There we go. Turn the arrows that point to the current town's region on off. Done. We don't need any stinking arrows. We still have some blue arrows, but the blue arrows are quest related, so that's fine. I don't mind that so much. So all these are to do with the quest. This is showing all the locked things that are shown up because I've got the Queensland road fix up at the moment. So that's fine. We were going to get oats to this place. Nope. To this place. Yes. There's an insane amount of regions to manage. Yep. Yes, it is. Now, at oats, yeah, oats also require fertilizer. So that works, right? We take the oats to the place that produces fertilizer, which gets us fertilizer to create more oats. It's wonderful. So Victoria was a insane side route that we definitely didn't need to take, but that's okay. No industry output, that's fine, because it has limited because of fertilizer, but we're about to provide it with a ton of fertilizer. So, if we get really lucky, we're going to get something that we can upgrade here too. Yeah, that fertilizer is climbing way quicker than the worm farm does, so... Nope, it requires wire. That's frustrating. Imagine trying to do something like China. I don't need to imagine. We'll be doing that eventually. It's... yeah. Yep. That will be a thing in the near future. Okay, do we have sheep? We do, of course, from the sheep farm that we just unlocked. So let's go and grab some sheep and deliver them up to Glen Innes. And then we'll start dealing with, it was Stanthorpe? Yeah, Stanthorpe, and we'll get that sorted. Alright, you require planks. No, I didn't want you to do a return journey. Planks. I'm hoping that we get planks up here in... If we get planks and crates in Queensland, I'll be happy. I'd also like, I don't know, some new, what's the word, roadwork thing. So that way we can get rid of a lot of the extra roadworks and make these routes far better than they currently are. Having to go all the way around for something that we could just sort of duck straight through is very frustrating. Alright, Stanthorpe. You require a bunch of goods. Some of them are really easy. Let's start with that. Now we're oversupplying intentionally here because we're going to be limited. Let's grab iron ore next. The reason why I'm putting fertilizer there first is because it's easy to resupply it. The game does make suggestions, but it was a choice. So I got to choose between Australia or Germany as my next point, and I chose Australia. Being that I live in Australia, it seemed like a natural choice. And I imagine if I had have picked Germany, Germany would have supplied me with 2 more options as well, and, you know, so on and so forth. Now, one of the things that I need to do is I need to deliver this iron ore to the steel factory, so that way it can produce steel for me. I also had, so I actually had 3 choices. I had Australia, Germany, or travel to the southern island of New Zealand. We could have continued with New Zealand, I just didn't think it was necessarily, like, the most fantastic idea. We don't want to repeat that a second time. Excellent. How much would a new truck cost? Well, we actually have 2 more trucks. They're just slower. That's the main problem at the moment. We could level, there's a couple of ways, there's sort of a gamey way to level them up. Which I can show you. Oh yeah, that is what we need. Cool. Yep, go to Stanthorpe. So basically, for every 5 businesses, not towns, for every 5 businesses, by the way, we're going to get, for every 5 businesses that we unlock, we get a speed increase on our trucks. But it's basically the next truck down the list will get a speed increase, and that speed increase will be a 2 times multiplier, and then a 4 times multiplier, and then a 6 times multiplier to max. Now I think I've set it up so that way the B double with the L is the next thing that will get speed increases. But the speed increases, so one of the ways that we could do that is by traveling back to New Zealand and finishing some more businesses over there, because it doesn't stick to just the area that you're in. And whilst, yes, having 2 trucks with 6 times speed would be fantastic, I don't want to move out to New Zealand and just do a bunch of stuff in New Zealand again to get it, because it feels a little gamey. I was like, why is there 8.1 lettuce there? There's 8.1 lettuce there because we have a lettuce store. Once we've unlocked a lot of the roads and stuff, then I'll start getting into multiple truck situations and shenanigans. But we'll also be getting bigger trucks. I can show, if we go to Canberra, yeah, over in here, you can see that the cost of a new truck for something bigger than a 20 ton, a 20 ton would be 600,000, a 40 ton 900,000, or an 80 ton. 40 ton is what we're currently using, so a $900,000 truck, or a same amount for an 80 ton road train, but the road train requires the special roads, I think the pink roads rather than the orange ones. And 3 million would get me a 200 ton mining truck, which, yeah. Okay. So, we completed Stanthorpe. As you can see, our money's on the rise again, which is nice. And now we can have a look at these goods. Oh, look, you require... Wow, you require a lot. Alright, let's start with you. Your 2 loads, which is easy enough. I do hope this is the next area where we're supposed to be. I can turn that off now and we get rid of those arrows. We'd also get 100,000 for doing some opal mining that we haven't had to do. And Australian... We've done this. Have we not? Huh. We get 500,000 by delivering 63 steel. Which is pretty easy. We might do that next. Well, with no arrows, however can you survive? True. Also, the other thing is, so slowly doing towns, we could actually unlock the next speed up. Which I think will be 6 times speed, most likely. I don't think it'll double to 8 as much as I'd like it to. Let's get this done. I was really surprised to still see this quest there, because I was pretty sure I had done it. But I had not. There we go. Well, our thing is looking a little bit healthier now. And deliver opals from the centre of Australia, South Australian, to open the port of Botany Bay. And complete the port of Botany Bay. So, you can have a look at this, but I think it needs... It's like complete the port of Botany Bay, but... Like, do you see how much is needed to complete the port of Botany Bay game? Like, I wonder if we have to complete these ports to open them. I think that's what we have to do. I don't know, it says deliver opals from the centre of Australia to open the port of Botany Bay. I don't know. It is a bit weird. It seems like a lot. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. The game does not make certain things easy, that's for sure. The port is purple, which I think means it is serviceable by a train. Yeah, no, okay, it's got a route. Might as well set the train up to do that. The only problem is the opal mine can only produce 66 tons, which is more than the train can hold. But that should be okay. That'll take a while, but that's fine. Oh, wrong one. Let's go back on you. And head on up north. Okay, we've discovered an oil rig. Fantastic. Santos Mooney Oil Fields, Australia. Okay. Where the heck is that? Here we go. Alright, oil was one of the things that we needed, so... I think it's like we need to provide the port with the goods that Australia would export. Oh, look at all the places we're discovering. A peanut farm. Discovering somewhere in Toowoomba. Give me a second. Come on. Careful. Careful. There we go. Flowers. Fantastic. We definitely needed flowers. So, that's good. Yeah, this was definitely the next place that I should have been going. We discovered a wheat farm. Yeah. Don't think we're really going to discover anything out here in the center of nowhere, but happy to continue down the path. I think that's pretty much that path done. Alright. Looks like we've got a bunch of roadworks again. You sort of find these like natural barricades of roadworks, like stopping you from going into the next area. I prefer to imagine some rather ornery security wagon not letting your trucks or ships in without obscenely large sacrifices of cheese. Look, I mean, whatever works for you, you know? Alright, let's go and investigate down here as well. Okay, there must be a little roadwork that I don't see. That's fine. Okay, now let's look at the roadwork situation and try and find out where our next point of ingress is to continue up north. Let's see about this little one. Nope. Okay, a lot of these are things that I do not have. Asphalt. We do have oil available to us, and oil's actually really close. So why don't we hit the oil up? This will also level up the oil rig, which will allow me to see what the oil rig needs. It needs plastic. We don't have plastic yet, but that's okay. The oil rig refills pretty fast, so it's not a huge deal. Yeah, like it almost got to 40 tons again by the time I was there. And in fact, by the time I fully load, yeah, it does. So that's pretty great. Alright, I think it only needs like 7 tons more, so it was like 87 or something, so. Still, just in case I'm wrong, I'll let it mostly fill. Alright, roadworks complete. What is that, Bundaberg? Ah. Sugarcane farm, beautiful. Okay. It's hilarious. Sorry. The place that produces sugarcane needs sugar to complete. It's wonderful. What I'm actually really impressed with is that Bundaberg drinks are becoming like a worldwide thing, which is pretty impressive. I know plenty of Americans who have tried Bundaberg drinks now, and it makes me happy to know that there's a Australian export like that that works quite well. Okay, we got another one. This one requires 136 of gravel. Or 130 of steel. It's 6.5 dozen, honestly. We'll take the gravel, because the gravel isn't... I mean, steel is here, so steel's here, actually. Steel's probably a little bit closer, but knowing the roadworks, we'd have to duck in this way, so it probably wouldn't be. I wonder if this is the first load of opals coming in. Oh no, opals take no time at all to refill. And opals only require wood to upgrade. That's pretty good. So when we eventually get to that point, we will do something like that. But for now, we're happy with the train slowly plodding along, providing opals to a port. Now, you're a port. I forget where the port is. Train, where are you going? You're going over here. Alright. It was the one in Sydney. Okay, yeah. It doesn't have a population, so it's not going to chew through the opals. The opals will just sit there. Okay, that's fine. But yes, having access to oil now will open up quite a lot of shortcuts for me. But I don't necessarily want to spend time looking for those shortcuts just yet, because the amount of time we spend looking for those shortcuts is, more frustrating. If we get a second B double up to 6 times, then we can probably spend like a little bit doing that. But for now, not so much. Are you nearly done? Nope. Okay. Whew. Alright, since we're not doing anything, let's jump over to the place where we do have things that we can complete, and have a look at completing some. You need 0.26 cattle. I don't know if we've got cattle. We don't. .72 tomatoes. That's something that we can do. So I do like this ability to, like, whilst you've got like a logistics network set up doing stuff in another part of the world, you being able to like flip back over to another area and start doing some stuff there. You're not locked into specific things like that. So 2.53 fish should be pretty easy to do. See if there's another easy one while we're here. was like, hey, it just needs water. Yeah, it needs 3,000 water. This one requires 2.8 water, though. The bucket fountain. So one of the other things that this game has is these fun facts. In order to write fun facts, you need to complete 1,000 businesses, which is a huge number of businesses. For instance, I just got an achievement that I have completed 100 businesses in New Zealand. So it's no small feat. Let's continue. Yep, 95 oranges should be pretty easy. 0.95 oranges should be very easy. Okay. We don't have clay. Clay is a trap. 3,609 tons of that. No, thank you. We probably definitely could have done the gold. But that's alright. So you can see that our B15 now has a 2 times speed multiplier. If we can get another 10 businesses done, it will switch up to 6 times as well. And it already has a loader, which is kind of the best... oh. We can't do chickens because we don't have wheat. Alright, that's fine. Australia will export some wheat for you soon. New Zealand, once I figure out how to do that properly. Are you going to submit? Yeah, I'll definitely submit a fun fact. I don't know what I'll submit, and I don't know where I'll submit it for, but I'll definitely submit a fun fact somewhere. Paper. Wonderful. Worms. This is so much easier than Australia. It truly is the tutorial island. Flowers. Okay, oats. So we've currently got the 15 truck to 4 times. Alright, you're easy enough, but you're even easier. So I'm going to continue doing quests past the 6 times, because I want to see if we can get a 2 times speed increase on our train. And that just requires another 5 businesses once we've done this. So... yep, cool, we got steel. We're also making a decent amount of money doing this, so... I think we might be back around. Yeah, we are. Okay. Let's get that shape. Let's get that shape. And we'll grab this gravel next. Alright, we can do the 60-60, I think. Yeah, we've got milk, and... ooh, we can't. We don't have enough BWEF. We have just the right amount of chicken for this. Wonderful. Yeah, we've got wool and we've definitely got gold, so we can do this next. There we go. We don't even need to do it. We will do it just to get it out of the way, since we're already here. But we got a 2 times speed on our train, so our train is now double its speed, which is pretty good. I guess if we can find another few missions, we could do that again, but I'd prefer not to. Okay, yeah, the gold mine is a mine, so that'll be fine. We might upgrade the gold mine just while we're here. Yeah, that should be doable. Yeah, I don't know if Australia will have a gold mine. It had gold mines. I think they all ran dry, if memory serves. And memory may not serve, mind you. Like, Australia did have a gold rush, much like the US did. I just don't recall how it ended. Alright. I reckon we only need about one more, probably. Can't do clay. Can't do glass. Can do gold. Let's do gold. Oh, we do have a source of newspapers. Cool. Letting it fully unload. There we go. Alright, the train is at 4 times speed. Now, just before I bugger off, let's level up this gold mine once more. So another obnoxious... Well, there we go. We get a +2 max game speed if we do 25 more businesses. So that's pretty good. Alright, the gold mine is almost at level 3. It's going to be really good for us later on. Level 3 businesses mean that we can then produce them elsewhere. There are some other weird requirements to producing them elsewhere. I'm still not sure how that works. But I'm sure I will find it out. Let's go back. With all these fancy upgrades, let's have a look at this, this train now. It still takes forever to load, but that's not surprising. That seems significantly faster to me. Significantly faster. Alright. Let us go and select our truck and continue on traveling north. I wasn't expecting to run into the next set of roadworks straight away, but it seems like we have. Yep. Alright. Let's see what we've got available to us. Nope. Whatever it is, it must be a nope. Oh no, it isn't. Okay, we can do that. Yeah, we can do that. Alright, so we'll highlight 2 now. we have to. And we'll get them to grab wood. So we've now doubled our capabilities, which is pretty good. Still going to take a long time, but it's only going to take 2 full loads of each truck versus the situation before, which would have taken even more. Now, the new B-double is going to be slower than the old one because it doesn't have boost or power boost. So it's going to be, I think, about half as slow. I guess we'll find out in a second. I don't really know how much speed extra the power boost is. It might just be another 2 times. Yeah, no, I'd say it's almost double. Look at how quickly he's catching up. Now, the only way to fix that is to get the other truck to do some town contracts, which we might do. We might have a stop in a second once we've done a little bit more road working and get the new truck to do some town contracts, so that way we can get the extra goodies. Actually, we should send it to do that now. Let's focus that on you. Alright. I want to do some towns. So let's see if we can get some towns sorted. We have a sugar place. Fantastic. Let's get you to do that. Get you to deliver sugarcane. This isn't going to give it a boost, but since it's just around the corner, we'll get that sorted. I wonder why this... it needs sheep. Gotcha. Oh, actually, Bundaberg required 300 tons. Yeah, that's maybe a little bit insane. Alright, let's have a look for sugar. We want to see numbers that say 1 in the small thing, and then have a small amount total. So this one requires 19.5 and is 1. Unfortunately, it's a business. We actually don't want businesses. I think we want yellow orbs. No. I wonder what the difference between the yellow and the light yellow orbs are. Now, a lot of these places are museums, not towns. Oh, here we go. We've got a city centre. Let's get that done. So this should get us a boost. Hopefully it doesn't get us more loader boost. Hopefully it gets us something new. Yeah, it got us more loader boost. Fantastic. Alright, let's have a quick stop and switch to sugarcane. Sugarcane's going to need fertilizer, so let's grab some fertilizer first. And then we'll see if there's a place that needs sugarcane nearby. Ah, it looks like the train is done. So I wonder if that technically opened the port. Okay, roadworks are complete. Let's continue on sending this vehicle up to face yet more roadworks. Let it go explore Townsville for a second. Hopefully no roadworks in Townsville. So far so good. Okay, the tiniest little bit of roadworks just here. Try concrete roadworks, because of course they are. We will find some concrete eventually. Okay, we've got rock here. Yeah, that should lead into this new section, which we haven't done yet. So let's do that. And then that'll actually bypass this road as well, because we'll be able to go up that way. Okay, rock is the next one. going to take a while, but that's okay. We don't need you doing a second load, so let's stop you. What I was doing was trying to find sugarcane. Oh no, that's not sugarcane. This is sugarcane. Let's have a look for towns that potentially require sugarcane. Here's one. Nope, that's a museum. It's a school. I don't even know what that is. Okay, so sugarcane doesn't work. It's alright, we've got other goods here that we can have a look at. Looks like we're missing something here. We have like a green thing, but no vehicle access. So that's the problem. You sure we have no vehicle access? Our little roadworks just here. How much? 2 loads. Maybe not. We'll have a look at that eventually when I remember. This place needs fertilizer for peanuts, so let's also grab some fertilizer and get that done. And then we'll have a look and see if there's any places that need peanuts. All this trying to find towns to get sorted. And completing towns also gets us towards our next speed up as well. So it's doubly useful. If we hit 100 towns, we get another speed up. I don't know what level of towns we're currently at. There's no way that I've found to spot that. The game summary map did have some stuff. We've completed 6 towns. We've completed 57 towns, and then probably another 10 or so. So let's say 57, 67. We're about 75. So we still need another 25 towns. Alright, let's have a look at peanuts. The Willowbank cart track. Another museum. Yeah, even this 90. Yeah, I'd be happy with that. We can do 90. It's not ideal, and if we can do something smaller first, I'd rather do that. Okay, there we go. Found somewhere smaller. Unfortunately, the peanut place requires planks for a level up, but we'll get there. Alright, come on, give me a booster or a power boost, please. Nice, we got a power boost. That means that when our truck is full, it will function well. Okay, we got this place in Seymour, which requires almost full load. So the only thing we have left is booster. And once we get that, we'll have the same sort of level as our other truck. But power boost is the really strong one, because boost is just while your truck is empty, so it's not quite as useful. Your truck already goes quite fast when it's empty, so... Nice. BPL. We got that. Alright, so we don't have a huge amount of... Actually, our other truck is almost out of boost. It only has 200 miles of boost left. It has 12 million miles of power boost left. It's never going to run out of power boost. But it probably will run out of boost at some point. Some point soon. Or maybe not. Weird. Alright, well, let's see how it's doing with the roadworks. It was this place here, wasn't it? Yeah, okay, so you're on the last load now. We'll still get you, up here. So that way you're both in the same location. Discovered a ketchup bottler. Alright. Inputs tomatoes, outputs ketchup. That's really good. We needed a ketchup bottler for our meat pies. And what we do need to do is we need to go and discover in here as well, because this is Brisbane proper, which is the capital of Queensland. What we're doing at the moment is sort of going further north in Queensland. That was only one road. Thanks, game. Well, that's a little frustrating. We don't have this found yet. Is there a tiny roadwork I'm missing somewhere? Doesn't seem like it. No, it says no vehicle access, so there must be. Oh yeah, that's right. It's this one with the concrete. Okay, so concrete, dynamite, aluminium, asphalt. Okay. Oil? Oil we can do. Alright. Let us continue. Oil, please. Now the only problem with the oil place is that it can only provide us with 34. It needs plastic, and I don't think we've found a place that produces plastic yet. Now, if you're wondering why there is a speed difference between them, they have different amount of kilometers, and the kilometer difference has an impact as well. I'm going to send you off with a 3/4 full. And then the other one should fill up and then head off as well. And then they should all be timed pretty well at that point. Alright, let's also send the other B-double to go and do something with... It can unlock something as well. It'll just take a while to do so. We want it to unlock shortcuts, so let's get you to do that one, thanks. It'll take you a long time to do, but that's fine. At least you'll be being useful. Yeah, it didn't get much of a power boost. Or even a normal boost. It's actually going to run out of power boost pretty quickly. I wonder why. At least it'll keep a loiter for a fair chunk of time.